Ready? Okay. I'm a criminal. I've stolen over $19,000 from major international corporations. I, like hundreds of millions of other people around the world, download music illegally over the internet. I'm not here to try to convince you that what I'm doing is morally justified or anything less than stealing. I simply am trying to tell you why I'm doing these things and what I think needs to be changed. I've stolen music for a few main reasons. Number one, I love music. And number two, it's really expensive. Also, I think that the record companies and the music industry as a whole are unfairly taking advantage of their customers and the bands they represent. Today I would like to explain to you the problem that exists in the music industry, how it is remaining stagnant in the face of changing times, and what we can do to stop it. How many of you have bought a CD and thought it was overpriced? I have a 160 gigabyte iPod, and it has the capacity to hold over 40,000 songs. Although I haven't filled my iPod with that many songs, if I did, it would cost me around $32,226. Where do I get that kind of money? In a world where CDs cost around $15 and a song off iTunes costs 99 cents, it would take someone with a lot of money to spare to fill something of that capacity. We as college students do not have that money. The only way I can see a college student like myself filling up an iPod like that is by obtaining music from friends or through the internet for free. Why is music so expensive in the first place? I think that the problem comes from the record companies themselves. Bands allow the record companies to take the art they created in exchange for two things: promotion and distribution. The record labels are basically the middlemen between bands and fans. The big labels are able to use their resources to promote a band and get their music heard around the world. They're able to use their sway over radio stations to get their music played so people can hear it. They are also able to use their money to take ads out on the internet and in billboards, so that would also help get the word out. Promotion is very important for a new band because if no one hears about them, then who is going to buy their music and go to their concerts? The other way record companies assist bands is through distribution. A small band starting off does not have the capabilities to manufacture CDs and distribute them to stores around the world. The record companies are able to fill this role by using their large manufacturing plants to make the CDs and get them out. Because these record companies were a band's only option in the past, they had to sign contracts legally giving their music, their art, to the ownership of greedy record label executives only looking to make a profit. However, things have radically changed. Technology and the evolving times are making record labels obsolete. Rob Sheridan, the art director for the band Nine Inch Nails, said that technological innovation destroys old industries, but it creates new ones. This is especially true in the music industry. Because of these changing times, music is now available for free on the internet to anyone who wants it. This has changed the music business dramatically. The two things record labels are able to provide for their clients are now available to the bands themselves on the internet for free. One of the most prestigious file sharing sites, known as Oink, filled the role of the record companies for free. It was also recently shut down by authorities. Oink provided its members with a free place to discover, discuss, and download music. It was fueled by music lovers simply trying to share their music with other people. If there was an obscure album you wanted, all you simply had to do was put a request for it, and one of the members who had it in their collection would upload it for you. This wasn't about stealing from anybody. These people are huge fans of the artists they support and listen to, and they weren't trying to take from them in any way. They were simply trying to enjoy and share the music they love. Rob Sheridan said, "Through sites like Oink, the amount and variety of music I listen to has skyrocketed, opening me up to hundreds of artists I would never have experienced otherwise. I'm now fans of their music, and I may not have bought their CDs, but I would have never bought them in the first place, because I had never heard of them. And now that I have heard of them, I go to their concerts and tell other people." Because of sites like Oink, bands are getting free promotion from their fans telling other people and spreading the word for them. John Snyder, in an article entitled "Embrace File Sharing or Die," said that obscurity is a far greater threat to authors and creative artists than piracy. And Trent Reznor, the only permanent member of Nine Inch Nails, one of Time magazine's 25 most influential people of '97 and the most vital artist in the music industry, according to Spin.com, said, in regard to music distribution, "Give it away. As an artist, you want as many people as possible to hear your work. Word of mouth is the only true marketing that matters." And through sites like Oink, bands have been able to promote their music by people who love it and that they don't have to pay a record company to do it for them. Sites like these also provide a way for bands to distribute their music with virtually no cost at all to anyone over the globe. Rob Sheridan said, "There isn't a historical precedent for an industry's product suddenly being able to replicate and distribute on their own without cost. Once a copy of a file is uploaded to a peer-to-peer site, it can be copied and downloaded as many times as desired for virtually no cost at all, because it doesn't cost anything to copy an MP3 file to another computer." This is a radical threat to the record companies who depend on bands needing these services because that is what they provide. Rather than trying to change with the times, record companies have decided to remain stagnant and try to cling to what little scraps they have left. One of the most ridiculous responses to the changing technology was that the companies decided to randomly sue a group of people for stealing music. Some of these people included grandmothers who apparently listened to Snoop Dogg, deceased grandparents who had no idea how to operate a computer in the first place, and a 12-year-old named Brianna Lahara. Brianna Lahara, when faced with these charges, said this, "I got really scared. My stomach is all turning. I thought it was okay to download music because my mom paid a service fee for it." These are the people the record companies have targeted, and how is this going to change anything if they're just suing grandmas and little kids? Is taking money from these people really going to solve the problem? No one knows what the future of the music industry is going to be, but pretty much everyone agrees that the old model is obsolete. Some of the most promising possibilities are the idea of fans paying a monthly service to download all the music they want. I know that I would be willing to do something like that if it was available to me. If you are a music lover, Rob Sheridan provided a couple steps to help change the system. Number one, stop buying music from the major labels, period. Most of the money you spend on a CD doesn't go to the bands themselves, the people you're trying to support. It goes to the greedy corporate monsters. Number two, support artists directly. When you purchase anything from an artist that's not music related, such as t-shirts or stickers or buttons or anything like that, that money goes to them themselves and they're able to use it. And finally, probably the best thing you can do to support a band is to tell your friends. Get the word out and help the music you love get recognized, and this will help the artist in the best way possible. We are the ones that can change the system because, like with any new industry, it's not possible from the We are the ones who can change the system because, like with any new industry, it's not the people from the previous generation who are going to step in and be the innovators. It is a new batch. Thank you.
So, Carla, what did you think?
I liked his speech because he knew all of the material. I especially liked his attention grabber. I mean, it could have been like nicer, like more put together. But I liked how he had all this information known and he was looking out at us and wasn't looking at like the entire time at his part.
All right.